That right there is one bad dude. Skin a turtle. That's a good, ain't it?
Hey, Robert.
Yeah.
I don't know if these are sharp enough, but you're gonna need those.
That'll work. All right, you guys. We are still here. We're at Wilborn Outdoors. We got this whole crowd of rad happy people, and we're gonna try to skin this turtle. I'm not gonna cut you. I'm not gonna cut you. We were able to get. This is his hind quarter. We were able to get that off. Now we're going to try to get the meat that we want off. But first, I gotta get them all skinned out. You always, anytime you're cleaning something like this, gotta get the fat off. If you don't get the fat off, you're gonna hate yourself because the fat will taste terrible. So when you're dealing with a reptile, whether that be a snake, an alligator, or a turtle, it's not like I'm cutting off filet mignons. I'm cutting off pieces of meat. Every piece of meat will be good to eat. And so you're cutting out all these little muscle pieces. See that? And then you'll cut each little individual muscle like that. Are still quite a bit of meat on this. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this hind quarter and we'll boil it down. Put it in a pressure cooker or put it in a pot with a bunch of really nice herbs and vegetables, some salt and seasoning. Boil it until all of this meat pulls off. Then you take the bones out, you're gonna have your soup with all the meat, add whatever vegetables you want, and you're gonna have turtle soup. But we don't have time to do that right now. What we do have time to do with, we're gonna chop this up into small pieces, we're gonna go bread it up, and we're gonna let a lot of these people who have never had turtle try. So now we've got all of our little bite-sized pieces in that fish fry, and we're just gonna let it fall in love. You see, they're happy. They're like friends rolling around in a sandlot, just hanging out. They're like, yeah, we want to go swimming in peanut oil. I'm like, just wait, you are. And then you just take your hands and there you go. I tell you what, this stuff actually has a really nice odor to it. Man, that's it. And I'm not gonna put a lot in there. I'm only gonna put a little, because I want that oil to be hot. And here's a little tech tip of the week for you. If you put too much in your oil, it will drop the temperature of your oil and you will lose the crispiness. Check it out. How y'all doing? Our turtle is literally almost done. Last step, we're gonna drop it on this like that, and then we're gonna add some more. It's like fried mushrooms, you're exactly right. Put it all in there. That's a little more than I wanted, but you know what? There you have it. What I'm gonna do is, it drained off on the napkin here. Take it off. And then this is Frank's Red Hot wing sauce with a little garlic in it. And we're just gonna drizzle this right over there like that. Not too much. And then we'll just take this. Oh, free jumper! Okay, here we go. Finger food only. Whoever likes buffalo wings, come try one. And then we're gonna cook them plain for the kids or whatnot. Come on. Anyway, there you go. I've never even had snap turtle. You want one? You like wing? Oh man, that's good.
I wouldn't know that was turtle.
You like that? That turned into that. And you know what? One day, if all of this thing that we call society ever were to break down, you would want to know how to eat that. Because if the supermarkets stop having food, we will continue to eat.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah HaKwadash, and double honors to the men of Great Millstone, the elders and apostles, and to the rest of the brethren on down that's teaching and preaching the true doctrine of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Shalom, Bayatah, Dabatah, and to the Akim and Akwat, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, whose fathers go back to one of the 12 sons of Yasha Allah, You Israelites, shalom to you, Mashpachah. This your Hakarab coming at you with a quick one. And you see why I'm showing this, because this is the reason why Jake ain't supposed to be joined on to these damn heathens, man. Jake ain't supposed to look at little Jake down there right there, man. Look at him. All around all them Edomites. Now I don't know if he adopted. I don't know if his mother dealing with one of those Edomites or whatever. I don't know nothing about that. But all I'm saying is, you see little Jake right there. Look like a little Jake. Look like a little Israelite. But he joined around all those Edomites. And what's going on? He's sitting back eating snapping turtle. He's eating a damn reptile. See? And that's transgressing for you. And this is why the Most High always told us, don't make no covenant with these other nations. Don't make no covenant with them. Don't even be around their asses. Why? Because they'll cause you to go off. And you see with the condition we're in, the position we're in the place of our captivity, utterly through. Utterly through, man. Our people is through. See? I mean, through. See? You saw little Jake lambing on it. He had the shit in both of his hands. He was putting some of the turtle, the fried turtle in one mouth. He had one in one hand, and then he was tossing it in with the other hand. Like it was good to him. See? Joined on with those Edomites going the fuck off. But see what? Hey, what? You know what? When you see the little ones like that going off, guess who you go blame? Guess who you gotta blame? You can't fully blame them. Guess who you blame? The damn parents. Damn parents. My son ain't going nowhere. And my son old age now. He fucking, what, he 18 now? And I still tell him, hey man, you ain't finna go be around, hang around no bunch of motherfucking Edomites. He grown now. He can damn near make the decision to do what he wanna do. But guess what? I'll be telling him, you ain't hanging around no motherfucking Edomites. And he a young man now. But I still tell him you ain't hanging around no motherfucking Edomites. See? So who you think to blame? Who can be blamed for that little brother tossing that shit in his mouth like it was popcorn chicken? Who you blame? Hey, you can't fault the Edomites. You can't, hey, you fought all these motherfuckers. They leading Jacob straight. But the point is, you just through, man. Just through. And I want to just grab a few of these scriptures, man, and end it off. But the shit ticked me off when I saw it. I said, look at that. I guarantee it's going to be an Israelite among them motherfuckers eating that shit. And look who you see. Jake right there with him. Popping that shit in his mouth. And lambing on that shit. But let's pull these scriptures out and end it off. Let's just get this real quick. So let's get a few of these things, man. Hey, man. First one I'm going to open up with is this right here. Hosea 4. And let's go down to verse 6. Because that's the point that I want. Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And what was that knowledge it's talking about? The law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's that knowledge that you lack, that you don't know, which has been given to you as a heritage. See? It's been given to you as a heritage. Which is the commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. It's a part of our heritage. It's our heritage. See? But what it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. And you got Israelites that reject the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. They despise this thing. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. And that's a form of what you saw right there, is the children have been forgotten. Because why? You lack the knowledge of Yahweh. See? But you see what he was doing, popping that shit in his mouth, like it was popcorn chicken popping off the plate and going right in his mouth, popping off a bowl, popping out the frying pan or whatever, going right in his damn mouth. And he had some in both hands, and he was just dumping it in, and chewing it. See, it ain't no transgression if those Edomites, if they eat the shit. It ain't no sin to them, because the Most High didn't give them his ways to walk in. So it ain't no sin. So you say, is the Edomites sinning by eating that shit? No, they're not. They can eat whatever the fuck they want to eat. They can go eat a possum, a raccoon, a squirrel, a spider, a rat, a dog. They can go eat whatever they want to eat. Guess what? They're not transgressing. Because Yahweh Shemi Shai ain't made no covenant with them. They was not the people that agreed and said that all that Yahweh has said we will do. They didn't agree to that. We did. See? The Most High ain't made no blood covenant with these Edomites or none of these damn heathens. He made that covenant with us, the Israelites. And we are bound by blood to Yahweh Shemi Shai. And those same things that he instituted for us back then and said you ain't supposed to do it, you can't do it now. But guess what our people doing? You want to be joined on to all these other nations and you going off. Because these Edomites they looking at you like, oh, you ain't better than me, but we are better than them. They looking at you, what I can eat, you can eat it too. You ain't special to me, but what do the scriptures say pertaining to that? We are a special people unto Yahweh Shemi Shai, right? Let's grab it. Deuteronomy 14 and 1. Matter of fact, Slakia, verse 2 is the point. And it says what? For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power. The Lord Yahweh had chosen thee to be a peculiar people. What? Special people unto himself. Above all the nations that are upon the earth. So you're special to Yahweh Shemi Shai, man. See? So you can't do what these other people do. If you see Moab eating rats and shit, fried rats or barbecue rats or whatever the fuck you see them eating, you can't do it just because you see them stuffing it down their mouth. You do it. If you see these Edomites eating snapping turtles, raccoons, possum, and porcupines and all that old shit, you can't do it just because you see them putting it in their mouth and eating it. You cannot do it. Our people are through. They eat cats, dog, all kind of shit, man. You're just utterly through in the place of your captivity. See? And this is why you was led into captivity. Let's grab this one. Isaiah 5 and 13 for the point. What it says, therefore, my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge. Was you sent into captivity because you had no knowledge? No, you were sent into captivity because you transgressed the ways of Yahweh Shemi Shai that he instituted to us to govern us in life. See, that was to show you the path that you was to walk in life. We went against it. That's why we was led into motherfucking captivity while our enemies came against us and the Most High allowed them to drag your ass where the fuck they drug your ass to. Therefore, my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge. And their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst. See? Meaning you was dried up. You in the place of your captivity, your ass was through. You was walking around dead, no, those dead bones. What it say in Ezekiel 37? When it says, their multitude dried up with thirst, what it say right there? But when you go into Ezekiel 37, what it say? Oh, dry bones? That's what it's talking about. Your ass, we was walking around through. See? And you walking around through right now. Walking around through right now. Ezekiel 37 right quick. And it says what? Matter of fact, and it says start at verse 2. Matter of fact, I started 1. And the hand of Yahweh was upon me and carried me in the spirit of Yahweh and set me down in the midst of the valley which is full of bones. And he caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And what was this very dry? What the ways of the Most High wasn't in you. You was walking around dead to the motherfucker. See, because what he say, verse 3? And he said unto them, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, "Oh, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, thou knowest." See, so we was in a dead state in this place, man. When you didn't know the ways of the Most High, you are dead. When you don't understand the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, you are dead. When you don't understand who you are as a nation of people, you are dead. When you don't know what you're supposed to be eating and not eating, what you're supposed to be doing and not doing, what customs you're supposed to keep and not keep, you are dead. And that's why you see little Jake sitting there. He dead than a motherfucker. Deader than a damn doorknob, man. And his mama, his daddy, or if he adopted or whatever, he dead than a doorknob, man. See? But let me go to verse 11, right? And it says what? Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones, what, these dry-ass bones that's dead, walking around in a dead state, and we in the place of our captivity where your ass in a dead state, man. What he said, and what is that, Proverbs 21:16? He that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. What it says then, he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts, meaning what? We have been sent into captivity for your iniquities. See? And in the place of your captivity, you are dead, man. You dead to the motherfucker. You're the walking dead. Eating on abominable shit. You ain't supposed to eat that shit. See? What did Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua say pertaining to us when we was going to be in the places of our captivities and you was going to be eating all this abominable shit? Matter of fact, let me grab this. Hosea, right? Hosea. Slakia, let me grab this real quick. Hosea 9 and 3. But let me grab this. Slakia. But let's start here. Let's get this. Let's go to the book of Hosea. Hosea 9 and verse 3. 3 is the point, right? But let's start at the top. Hosea 9 and 1. Rejoice not, O Yasharallah, for joy as other people. For thou hast gone a whoring from thy God. Thou hast loved a reward upon every corn floor. The floor and the winepress shall not feed them, and the new wine shall fail in her. Verse 3. They shall not dwell in Yahweh's land, but Ephraim shall return to Egypt, meaning what? Slavery. And they shall eat unclean things in Assyria. Now, when you fast, for matter of fact, let's just move on, right? Let's go, matter of fact, let me punch this up. Let's grab Tobit. Let's just get this. Instead of just reading into the context, I'm going to just get the point. Tobit 1 and verse 10. And when we were carried away captives to Nineveh, all my brethren and those that were of my kindred did eat of the bread of the Gentiles. So when he says what? We shall eat the defiled bread among the Assyrians. This is what it's talking about, but it ain't just talking about just for the northern kingdom. It's also talking to the southern kingdom. So in the places of your captivity, you're going to be eating your food. Your food is going to be defiled. Things that you can eat, these Edomites are defiled it now, and the things that you know you ain't supposed to be eating, that's also a defiled food unto you. See? But you get the point, but let's move on. Now let's grab Ezekiel 4 and verse 13. Get to the point, right? Ezekiel, you see what it says right there in the title. Well, I start at 9. Ezekiel 4 and 9. You see what it says? Defiled bread, right? It says, take thou also unto thee wheat and barley and beans and lentils and millers and fishes, and put them in one vessel and make thee bread thereof, according to the number of the days thou shalt lie upon thy side. 390 days, which were each day for a year. So 390 days shalt thou eat thereof. Meaning in the place of your captivity, you're going to eat these defiled things, right? And it says, and thy meat which thou shalt eat shall be by way. But let's come down to the point. Verse 13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. See? So in any of our places of our captivity, if you Israelites is going to eat defiled things, meaning whether it's of your knowledge or without your knowledge, you're going to eat defiled things. See? Even when we eating things, hey, these people still polluting the stuff. If you eat steaks, beef steaks and stuff like that, guess what? All these they eat might say injecting it with all kind of unclean stuff. So hey, that's why you got to pray over it. But the point I'm making is, you see what Jake doing. Jake is through. Don't have the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and you just eating all kind of abominable things that you see these devils eating. Through. See? But let me go into it and end it off. But let's read this again. Ezekiel 4:13. And the Lord Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel, all 12 tribes, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. See? And we're talking about nowadays. You go what? Eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. See? So this is why it's imperative for us to repent and eat those things that's appropriate. Eat those things that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua said we can eat. And then in that, we still supposed to pray over it. See? But let's grab this. Leviticus 11. And let's go down. Because you saw what he said. He said we eat reptiles. And you heard the last part what he say. He say, yeah, and when all times when the stores get shut down and stuff like that, because that's what's going to happen here in Babylon. The stores is going to get shut down. But you heard what he said. You heard what the Edomite said. Well, and when the stores get shut down, we still going to have something to eat. See? And Jake, if you hanging around those people, guess what? You going to have that same mindset. If I'm eat cats, dogs, rabbits, snails, all kind of nasty ass shit. You right along with them. And what you think? You gonna be destroyed right along with them. 11 and 27, right? And this is dealing with that little creepy thing that little critter that you saw them eat, right? And it says what? Leviticus 11, and I'm gonna start at 26. The carcass of every beast which divides the hoof, and is not cloven-footed, nor cheweth the cud, are unclean unto you. Every one that toucheth them shall be unclean. And whatsoever goeth upon his paws, and you saw what that damn thing had. It got paws with the claws, right? And it says, among all manner of beasts that goeth on all four. You saw it goeth on all four. And what else to do? These are unclean unto you. Whosoever touches their carcass shall be unclean unto even. But your ass is unclean. Right? And it says, and he that bears the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean unto even. They are unclean unto you. Right? Let's go down to, and then you going into all these little critters that it said don't eat, that which is reptiles. It says, and the ferret, and the chameleon, and the lizard. Those are reptiles right there. You can't eat that. But let's go down to it though. Verse 41, right? Verse 41 and 42. And every creepy thing that creepeth upon the earth shall be an abomination. It shall not be eaten. And whatsoever goeth upon the belly, did not that snapping turtle go upon the belly? It walk upon all fours, and it go upon his belly. It says what? Like a snake, it slither upon his belly. You don't eat those things. You can't eat those things. If you see these Edomites stuffing that stuff in their mouth, de-skinning it and eating it, that's on them. You Jakes better repent, or you're going to receive the plagues, the punishments for these things of not repenting. Whatsoever goeth upon the belly, and whatsoever goeth upon all four, or whatsoever has more feet among all creepy things, they that creep upon the earth, them ye shall not eat, for they are an abomination. For what? For they are an abomination. You can't eat those things, see? Period. Verse 43, ye shall not make yourselves abominable with any creepy thing that creepeth, neither shall ye make yourselves unclean with them, that ye should be defiled thereby. See? And the Most High told us that then, and he's telling us your ass that now. You can't eat these particular things. See? But this is why a lot of our people, you got to be destroyed. Because even when you hear these things, even in your ignorance, and when you come out of ignorance by being told these things, you still do it. Because you despise the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. And I'm going to end off with this one. Proverbs 13 and 13. And what did it say? Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. And that's the point. Any of our people that despise the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, you despise his instructions, you're going to be destroyed. Whether you a little kid, it don't matter. You're going to be destroyed. See? Matter of fact, let's get that one too and end it off. Ezekiel 9 and verse 4. Straight to the point. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, through the midst of you Israelites, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. That's us. We sign and crying for all the abominations that be done. And what? And to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city, and smite, meaning kill. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old, young, what? Old and young, both maids and what? And little children, and women. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary, which is the Israelites. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house. But what did he say right there? Slay old and young, both maids and little children. See? So any of these adults that hear this truth, and then you ain't teaching your little children to stay away from these abominable things that you see all these other people eating, you gonna be destroyed, and that little kid gonna be destroyed too. And I'm gonna end it off there. All praise be to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, Bahashim, Wakah, Ha, Kudash. Shalom, Yasharallah.